It was cool. I learned some stuff about Chris I didn't know. Which
I was surprised. I didn't think there was anything at this point.
Yeah.
As much as we've talked about songs and sat in a room together, talk about life, there were a couple surprises in there. So.
Yeah, which was always fun. It was cool to just hear the questions too. I thought it was interesting to hear what they were interested in. Because I mean, it's hard. You know, we're so far removed at this point. We've been in this thing for 10, 15 years, so it's just cool to hear, you know, what they're curious about.
Partially with what you said about as much as us asking each other questions and talking about that, once they started asking questions was cool. I'd be interested to just walk around and be a fly on the wall, see what people thought was cool about what we said. But hopefully we just gave, you know, if not advice, just perspective from what both of us have been through and what our journeys have been in the songwriting world and the career field that we picked about making up songs every day.
I mean, I hope that they feel like it's tangible, you know, like it's attainable, like it's something that is real and that like we grew up as kids with dreams and like it's weird, you know, to think about us being an expert role, you know, but it's it's just cool. I hope that they felt that. 100% wish that I had the resources that NSAI provides for songwriters. They were there, I just didn't know about them. You know, I grew up in a small town in Georgia and I had no idea. So I think it's really cool that they get to come and hear people like Chris Young talk about their stories and how they write songs. And Corey Crowder, of course. But Tin Pan South is cool too because they can leave here and hear people talk, and then they can go watch songwriters play hit songs and songs that, you know, might be hits in a year or two. And
yeah, I didn't get a chance to go to this, but my first time really sitting in front of someone who had hits on the radio that I knew and getting to ask them questions was at an NSAI event at MTSU. So it's something that I definitely see value in. I've got a couple quotes from that. It was James Slater.
Oh my gosh.
And I have a couple quotes that I still retain from then that was just like, at the time, very eye-opening for me as a writer going, oh, that's really cool.
For me, when I first moved to town, Rivers Rutherford was awesome to me. He took me under his wing, gave me great advice, spent time with me beyond just writing songs. He didn't seem in a hurry. So I learned a ton from him early on. Liz Rose has taught me a ton about songwriting. She just taught me to be fearless, and so I've been very lucky and blessed to have people to look up to.
Was that a Taylor Swift drop with a fearless reference?
It could have been. Did that make me sound smart, like I dropped the reference?
All right. I would say, you know, Liz, who I wrote with really early on, definitely the guy that I mentioned in there, who's now passed away, but Larry Wayne Clark, who spent a lot of time with me. Coming up, Craig Wiseman, who I've been lucky enough to write with several times, just get to know. Yeah, I mean, there's so many people. Kent Blasey, the guy that I wrote my first #1 with, me and him and Corey Batten spent a lot of days in his house just coming up with stuff. So I've been really lucky that I've had a whole lot of people take me under their wing, so to speak, and just really kind of show me the way as far as being a songwriter.